Hey everybody, I'm Dashcam Dan and welcome to the show. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, and downright hilarious dashcam footage you've ever seen. If you think you've seen it all, think again. We've got clips that will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even question the sanity of some drivers out there. We've got a great one for you tonight, from near misses to epic fails. We've curated the best of the best just for you. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be entertained. We've scoured the internet, we've dug deep into the darkest corners of the web, and we've found the most unbelievable dashcam captures out there. You won't believe some of the things we've uncovered. It's like a treasure hunt, but instead of gold, we've found pure, unadulterated chaos. And let me tell you, some of these drivers, I swear they must have gotten their licenses out of a cereal box. We've got footage of cars swerving like they're in a dance-off, drivers looking more confused than a chameleon in a bag of Skittles, and maneuvers that defy all logic. We're talking about people attempting to park using the Force, as if they're Jedi Masters trying to squeeze into spaces that even a bicycle would find challenging. It's a parking ballet, but with a lot more crunching metal and a lot less grace. Folks merging with the grace of a rhinoceros on roller skates, causing chaos and confusion on the highways. It's like watching a nature documentary, but instead of animals, it's cars. And instead of the wild, it's the open road. And red light runners who think they're starring in their own Fast and Furious movie, except they forgot the Fast and the Furious and just ended up with mildly alarming. These are the daredevils of the road, pushing the limits of what's possible and what's legal. So buckle up, because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the world of terrible driving. From high-speed chases to slow-motion disasters, we've got it all. This is the show where the rubber meets the road and the road meets the ridiculous. And the best part? You don't even need to wear a seatbelt. Just sit back, enjoy the ride, and let us take you on a journey through the wildest dashcam footage on Earth. This is going to be one unforgettable adventure. Alright, first up, we've got a classic case of how did they even... This driver, bless their heart, seems to have mistaken the accelerator for the brake and the ditch for their driveway. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck, but with a car and a ditch. You can't help but wonder what was going through their mind at that moment. Were they distracted by something on the side of the road? Or maybe they were just having one of those days where nothing seems to go right. I mean, you see it coming a mile away, right? They're drifting slowly towards the ditch, and you're just screaming at your screen, "Turn the wheel! Hit the brakes! Anything!" It's like watching a horror movie where you know the jump scare is coming, but you can't do anything to stop it. The suspense is killing you and you just want to reach through the screen and take control of the wheel yourself. But nope, straight into the ditch they go. It's almost like the car has a mind of its own and is determined to end up in that ditch no matter what. You can't help but feel a mix of frustration and amusement as you watch the inevitable unfold. And the best part? The little pause they take right before impact. Like they're trying to figure out what went wrong. It's as if they're having an internal dialogue, questioning every life choice that led them to this exact moment. You can almost hear them thinking, wait, this isn't right. How did I end up here? That wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe if I just put it in reverse. It's a valiant effort, but we all know it's too little, too late. The car is already in the ditch, and no amount of reversing is going to change that. But hey, you have to admire their determination to try and fix the situation. Look, we've all been there, right? Maybe not in a ditch, but definitely in a situation where we're like, how did I get here? It's a universal experience, that moment of sheer confusion and disbelief. Whether it's taking a wrong turn or making a questionable decision, we've all had our fair share of "what was I thinking" moments. But this is a whole new level. It's a reminder that no matter how bad our day is going, it could always be worse. At least we're not the ones with our car stuck in a ditch, right? So let's take a moment to appreciate the humor in this situation and be grateful for our own small victories. Next up, we're headed to everyone's favorite place, the parking lot. The parking lot. A place where the mundane act of parking can turn into a spectacle of epic proportions. It's a battleground where drivers showcase their skills, or lack thereof, in a bid to secure that elusive perfect spot. And let me tell you, this driver is really putting on a show for us. It's like they're auditioning for a role in a high-stakes action movie, but the only action is trying to fit their car between two white lines. I'm talking about more maneuvers than a synchronized swimming team. Forward, backward, a little to the left, a little to the right. It's a dance of indecision and overcorrection. They're pulling forward, backing up, turning the wheel like they're trying to steer a cruise ship. You can almost hear the imaginary beeping of a reversing truck as they inch their way into the spot. It's like watching a game of Tetris, but instead of blocks, it's a car. And instead of fitting in, it's just barely avoiding everything. Each move is a near miss, a close call that keeps you on the edge of your seat, and the people around them. The pedestrians are like an audience at a live performance, reacting with gasps, chuckles, and the occasional facepalm. You can practically see the eye rolls through the windshield. Other drivers are shaking their heads, wondering how something so simple can become so complicated. Seriously, just park the car. It's like watching someone try to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. But this driver, they're not fazed. They're in the zone, laser-focused, as if they're on a mission from a higher power. They're on a mission, and that mission is to make parking as complicated as humanly possible. It's a masterclass in overthinking, a symphony of second-guessing, and we can't look away. Alright, this next one is not for the faint of heart. We've got a red light runner here who's about to give us all a heart attack. I mean, this isn't just a casual rolling stop. This is a full-on, pedal to the metal, I'm late for my appointment with destiny kind of red light running. And the car's coming the other way. Let's just say they were not expecting to play a game of chicken today. Honestly, it's a miracle that nobody got hurt. This is why we can't have nice things, people. Red lights are there for a reason. Stop at them. Okay, time for a little break from the near-death experiences. This next one is just pure wholesome entertainment. We've got a deer just casually strolling across the road like he owns the place. And the driver? Well, let's just say their reaction time is a little slow. They slam on the brakes, the car comes to a screeching halt, and the deer just looks at them like, "What, you scared of a little wildlife?" It's moments like these that remind us that nature is unpredictable, hilarious, and always down for a good photobomb. Alright, back to the crazy drivers. This next one involves a little something called road rage. But don't worry, it's not what you think. We've got two drivers here, clearly not happy with each other. They're yelling, they're honking, they're probably flipping each other off. It's the kind of situation where you expect someone to get out of their car with a golf club. But then, something magical happens. One of the drivers starts dancing, like full-on breakdancing in the middle of the road, and the other driver, they just start laughing their head off. See, laughter really is the best medicine, even for road rage. This next driver, they're trying to make a U-turn. Simple enough, right? Not so much. This is a U-turn that defies all logic, all reason, all laws of physics. They swing wide, they cut the wheel too sharply, they end up facing the wrong way, going the wrong way, on a one-way street. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, except the train is a car, and the wreck is hilarious. The best part? The look on their face when they realize they've messed up. It's a mixture of confusion, embarrassment, and maybe a little bit of pride. Well, I definitely didn't do that right, but at least I did it with flair. Okay, this one's a little mean, but I can't help but laugh. We've got a pedestrian here who's decided to have a little fun with a driver. They step out into the crosswalk, even though the don't walk sign is flashing, and then they just stand there, staring at the driver. The driver slams on the brakes, the pedestrian jumps back, and then they both start laughing. I mean, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, but you gotta admit, it's pretty funny. Alright, back to the drivers who make you wonder how they even got their licenses. This one's a classic case of wrong way, Jose. We've got a driver here who's managed to get onto a one-way street, going the wrong way. And they're not just going slowly, cautiously. They're driving like they own the road, like everyone else is going the wrong way. The cars coming towards them are honking, flashing their lights, probably having a minor existential crisis. But this driver, they're not fazed. They're on a mission, and that mission is to get to their destination, even if it means driving in reverse the entire way. This next one is just pure chaos. It's like someone took a bunch of bumper cars, put them on a real road and said, "Go nuts!" Cars are bumping into each other, swerving all over the place. It's a miracle that anyone made it out of there in one piece. And the drivers, they're all just laughing like it's the most fun they've ever had. I mean, I guess when you're in a situation like that, you might as well just embrace the madness. And last but not least, we've got a little something to warm your heart. This driver's just cruising along, minding their own business, when suddenly, a cat jumps into their car. And not just any cat, a fluffy, adorable, I'm lost and I need cuddles kind of cat. The driver's reaction is priceless. They're surprised, they're amused, They're probably a little bit terrified that the cat's going to scratch them to shreds. But hey, who wouldn't want a furry co-pilot for their next road trip? Well, there you have it, folks. The most unbelievable dashcam captures the internet has to offer. We've seen it all, the good, the bad, and the downright hilarious. Remember, these videos are all about having a laugh, but they're also a good reminder to stay safe out there on the roads. Pay attention, follow the rules, and maybe lay off the caffeine before you get behind the wheel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more crazy dashcam captures. Drive safe, and see you next time.